Okay, guys, time to debunk more anti-male rhetoric and propaganda. There's this question, are more men or women covert narcissists? Well, the answer is obvious. The answer is obvious. Women are, okay? Now, when you Google it, of course, because it's feminist controlled and biased against men, they'll lie to you and say men tend to be more narcissistic than women. But as you'll see, I'm going to prove it by typing in the word Karen, right? And look at these. Look what you get when you type in the word Karen. Now, before we get to that, we will hear what this woman who debunks it, kind of.
Narcissism. And today we're going to take on one that a lot of us, it's sort of a half-true myth.
No, it's not a half-true myth. If it's a myth, it's a falsehood. Not a half-truth, it is false, Dr. Romani.
And this half-true myth is that narcissists are always men. Okay?
It's not a half-truth, that is a lie. It's a bold-faced lie. Either it's true or it's not.
So in this series about myths, it's really going to be about debunking these myths because I think it leads people to think too simplistically.
No, not too simplistically, too falsely. When they tell you that men openly are more narcissistic than women, that is a bold-faced lie. And that's why I have to do my debunk, not this woman. You can't rely on her. Now, again, I'm going to show you. All you have to do is type in the word Karen into the search bar, and look how much comes up. Crazy Karens going wild. The most entitled Karens of all time. When dumb Karens try to attack cops, it shows you these women aren't afraid of men and they aren't afraid of the police. That's how entitled they are. And it goes on and on and on. And what I'm saying is, guys, why aren't they using a gender neutral name? Because everyone knows that it's women who are more narcissistic. And that's why the narcissists have been called Karen. There can be male Karens, but there's no real male equivalent because it happens far less often and they're not treated with kid gloves. Now, let me show you this one. This mother started a physical altercation while holding her baby. Now, this is a complete narcissist. And you know what? Even though she got in trouble, she was allowed to call a relative to come pick her up her baby instead of these police officers calling child services. Because if it was a father doing this, they would take the baby from her immediately, from him, I should say, and call child services. Okay. Now I'm going to show you this other one. See this beautiful young woman who's got the world by the balls? This is a case of narcissistic rage. Mr. Pink said it perfectly when I mentioned this article to him. He said, this is a case of narcissistic rage. Why? Because mother 25, upset over husband working away from home. This is something she demands from him, right? She demands him pay for his lifestyle. But what it is, because he was working so far away, he stayed with relatives instead of driving all the way back home. So he's supposed to work 40 plus hours a week and then drive all the way home from wherever he is to pay attention to her, to revolve his life around her, right? Now, she shoots dead her 5 children, sets fire to home, and then turns the gun on herself, leaving a chilling note. Now, if she had just killed herself, you could say she was depressed, but she's not depressed because she took out her 5 children and burnt down the house. This is an FU to her husband who didn't rush home and kiss her feet. This is a case of narcissistic rage. Okay? When fathers don't get their way and go ballistic, you might see it, something like that, in the movies. Like this movie Falling Down, that was propaganda against fathers. But when it comes to real life, this is who you get right here. So where is that? Where is she? Yeah, Dr. Romani. Women are hands down more narcissistic than men. It's in your personal traits. So I am saying what it is. It's a lie. It's not a half truth or an exaggeration. It's a lie. Thank you.